This should not stop you from going about your life, should not stop you from going to Chinatown and going out to eat. I'm going to do that today myself.
Come to Chinatown. Here we are. We're, again, careful, safe, and come join us.
There is no concern at this time for coronavirus in our region.
The Department of Sanitation is ready for Mardi Gras 2020.
The facts are reassuring.
We want New Yorkers to go about their daily lives.
But there's really no need to panic and to avoid activities that we always do as New Yorkers. We are a hardy people.
Americans do not need to panic. What I would suggest, however, is that Americans take this as a wake-up call for seasonal flu.
There's very little threat here. This disease, even if you were to get it, basically acts like a common cold or flu.
There you had leaders from the cities that are the worst hit by this so far. Some of the cities the worst hit by this. San Francisco not as badly, certainly, as New Orleans or New York, but telling us that there's no problem. Go out, go to the Chinese Lunar New Year festival in your town. Go to the place where you were at that point in time, perhaps most susceptible to come into contact with travelers from China who were vectors for the spread of this disease all over the world. That was what you were being told. And I've got to tell you, some of those same people, I mean, Pelosi has this video that's circulating right now, and it's of her on who's the like British. He's like, I got like a high voice up here, and I'm a British comedian. Who's that guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Ricky Gervais.
No, Ricky Gervais is awesome. This is a guy. He's like, I've got a late night talk show, and I'm like,
John Oliver.
I look like I've had a lot of peanut M&Ms. No, not John Oliver. He's a different guy.
James Corden.
Yes, James Corden. Pelosi went on the James Corden show, and she's doing this whole like, well, here we are in lockdown, and look at all the ice cream we have. And she's showing everybody she's got quite an ice cream selection. Now, part of me is jealous, but I just think it's funny because Pelosi's one of these listen to the experts, lockdown forever, national lockdown people. She lives in a multi-million-dollar, I mean, I want to say it's like a $10, maybe $15 million house in the San Francisco Bay Area. She lives in a mansion, a straight-up mansion. And she's doing this video that for those of us who know anything about home appliances. I mean, I'm somebody who spends a fair amount of time in the kitchen. She's in front of what look to be two Viking refrigerators. I mean, she's standing in front of, I want to say, $50,000, $60,000 of just appliances in her home. I mean, she's got the fanciest stuff you can imagine. Double Viking refrigerators, which for those that know, I mean, you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in a kitchen pretty easily if you want to. I know that's crazy, but believe it or not, that's a thing that can happen pretty easily if you're a rich person and you want to do that. So this is like the equivalent of Nancy Pelosi, driving around in a Rolls Royce and flipping open the top of her Haagen-Dazs saying, oh, look at how delicious the ice cream is. I'm being so good during my social distancing. And it's just the most let them eat cake moment. I mean, I see this stuff, and I'm really reminded of why in other eras and at other times, the peasants just get tired of it, show up in the town square with pitchforks and torches and say, we're coming to pay a visit to the elites. This stuff that we see going on here for the, I can work at home, I've got savings, everything's fine for me. One thing that is happening is, I mean, the media industry is in the process of getting completely crushed because there's very little sales going on, and sales for advertising are necessary. So the media is going to start to really feel this in the next 30 to 60 days. But Pelosi wants you to know that, she's got lots of ice cream in her $40,000 refrigerators. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.